Looking to replace your ornaments for your tree, but you're having a hard time finding them because they're either not the color that you want or too expensive? I got you covered. Here are 10 DIY ornaments that you can make today. Every year, I end up doing some sort of DIY ornament or craft for the Christmas time season. This year, I've got 2 that I have created that I will feature at the end of this post, but I thought it would be fun to share the other creations that I've made. So I hope this helps you with some ideas if you don't know where to start. So I'm gonna go back in time a bit, all the way to when we lived in Vegas. We had just bought a house and Christmas came, but we did not have enough money in the budget to totally trim our tree. We had enough to buy a tree, and that was it. My boys were younger, and I had lots of craft supplies, scrapbooking supplies around our house. So I gathered the paper, the glitter glue, and we had fun. We cut out Christmas trees, snowmen, partridges to put in the pear tree, and we pasted them together and added a little bit of glitter to the edge to make them look a little more festive. To hang these paper ornaments, we simply poked a hole into the top of the ornament and strung a piece of yarn, colorful yarn, and placed them on the tree. And surprisingly, it worked. It was very affordable, a fun memory that I hold fondly in my heart that I shared with our boys. And it was something that they were able to look at the tree and be proud of that they created. So number 2 are fabric covered ornaments from the same time frame. I did have some old ornaments on hand, but they were not anything that I wanted to hang on our tree, but I had extra fabric and some more of that yarn. So all I did was cut a circle, wrap the fabric around the ornament, and tie it around top with the yarn. It was simple, finished very quickly, and I was able to hang it immediately on the tree. Now the good thing about this is if you did ever want to revert back to the original ornament, you just untie the yarn and you're back to the old ornament. Another variation, if you just wanted to use yarn, one year I added, this is called tinsel yarn, and it's got this fun little flamboyant edge, almost looks like feathers. So one year I was doing a denim tree, which foreshadowing that one's coming up. I simply just hot glued this around the top and hung it to the tree. So this is another option to embellish a simple ornament that you already have to fit the theme that you're wanting for this year. And since we're on yarn and fabric and all of that fun stuff, the third ornament that I want to share with you is another yarn creation. Now this is one of my popular videos that you can watch. I'll make sure to share a link for that, but it is this yarn covered ornament. It is basically a foam ball that I hot glued circles around to create a yarn covered ornament. Now for the hook, I poked a hole using a skewer and put some hot glue in it and then stuffed ribbon. And then now you're able to hang it. It's actually pretty strong. Number 4 and number 5 on the list are the most affordable if you are going to purchase some ornaments. The first one I'm going to talk about are gift box embellishments. You see them in the wrapping paper aisle. They're usually small and flat, and they help make a present just look that much more special. Last year in our dining room, I did a tartan plaid themed Christmas tree. I was so excited when I found these small tartan gift box embellishments that I was able to just simply modify enough to where I could hang it on my tree. I've also used plastic snowflakes. There are miniature wreaths that I've actually used to create a Christmas craft. So there's all kinds of small, tiny things that you can repurpose, from using it as a gift box embellishment to hanging it on your tree. And the greatest thing about it is that they are very affordable. So in the same vein of the gift box embellishments, number 5 are gift card holders. We've all seen them in the checkout lines, especially at the big box hardware stores. They usually have fun little toolboxes that you can put your gift cards in when you give those as a present. Well, There are lots of fun ideas that you can find. One of my favorites are these knit Santa overalls with hanging on a hanger as if they're ready to go for Christmas Eve. So I've used this many years, and it's a fun little way to add some whimsy to your tree. Okay, number 6 on the list are denim covered ornaments. If you have any extra pair of blue jeans around, this is a fun and easy craft that you can do. Just simply take an old ornament that you don't want to use anymore, and you cut the denim into strips and you attach it using hot glue. It is super simple to do. One year I was wanting to create a comfortable tablescape in our dining room that would have everyone want to sit around and linger. For me, the most comfortable thing is a t-shirt and blue jeans. So I thought, well, why don't we use some denim? I couldn't find denim ornaments anywhere. So I simply created these using what I had from a pair of leftover jeans that my boys had outgrown. Number 7 is DIY Tarnished Ornaments. Since we've been talking about tablescapes, I will share with you one of my very favorite Christmas tablescapes that I had created using sheet music, tarnished silver trays as chargers, and beautiful hints of crystal here and there. So I set a tree in the corner of my dining room, but again, I could not find those tarnished silver ornaments. So here's what I did. I took a simple silver ornament, this is a plastic ornament, and I used some antiquing glaze to create this old tarnished look. It fit perfectly with the style of the table, and still to today, I think that's one of my favorite tablescapes that I have created for the holiday season. Number 8 are jewelry or charm ornaments. If you like to make your own jewelry, you can use the larger beads to create some fun ornaments. That same year that I had added crystals to the tarnished dining room setting, I made these fun crystal ornaments. Just by using some crystals that I had on hand as well as some jewelry making supplies, I was able to make these in no time. Here are some from a few years ago that have different colors, a little bit of red. These could work as earrings, but this one was fun because it has a little bell at the end. Okay, so I saved the best for last. These are 2 DIY ornaments that I just created for the tree behind me. Stay tuned for some upcoming videos because I will be sharing our Christmas tour very soon. The first ornament is a faux matte ornament with a glitter top. So I started with a glitter ornament. Can I take a moment to talk about glitter? Glitter and I are enemies. I try to avoid it in my home at all costs because for some reason it really magnetizes to me. I'm sure it does to everybody. But anyway, I don't like glitter. So it was a surprise that I actually bought glitter ornaments. I really didn't want to handle them, so I thought, well, what if I painted them? It ended up being so beautiful because the paint actually makes it appear as if it's crushed velvet. I used a matte colored acrylic paint, and it's just this beautiful neutral beige color. But sitting as itself, it was just kind of bland, so it needed a little bit of bling. So I did actually buy glitter. I'm shocked as well, but this is not regular glitter. This is called German glitter. This glitter I chose because the pieces are actually larger, so they're not these tiny microbial enemies that just attach to everything everywhere. These actually are easier to handle and way easier to clean as well. I will share a tutorial in a blog post on how you can make these, linked in the description below. And last but not least, number 10, DIY Rust Ornaments, and again with glitter. I have to say this is one of my favorite ornament DIYs that I have done. Rust-Oleum makes this rust kit that you can purchase, and it's a 3-part process where you start with a primer base, you add the top coat, and then there's an activator that actually creates the rust finish. Again, I started with a glitter base because I want to hide all the glitter all the time. The product does call for 2 coats each of the primer and the top coat. I I cheated. I only did 1 coat each, and it seemed to work just as well. My inspiration for this came from Studio McGee. They are selling this year very similar patinaed and rusted ornaments that are $14 for 1 ornament. I could make 4 dozen of these for $14. Well, I know the kit is a little bit pricey, but it goes a long way. Again, when I got to the end of the product, I thought it was just a little bit too bland for what I was hoping for my tree, so I did the same technique, used some tacky adhesive, and added the glitter to the top, resulting in a gorgeous but industrial ornament. 10 awesome ornament ideas using what you may already have. Ornaments that are outdated or they don't fit your decor, craft paints, craft supplies, scrapbooking supplies, jewelry making supplies, fabric, yarn, the list goes on and on. So all of this to say, it's to encourage you to use what you have on hand to create ornaments for your tree that you will love year after year. It's affordable, and honestly, these ornaments don't take much time to create. This year, it took me about 2 hours spread out over 2 days. This is a great way to show your personality, your style, and most importantly, you can do it. It is such an easy craft. Get your kids involved, have fun, and make memories. As I mentioned, our Christmas tour will be coming very soon, so make sure that you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next video coming very soon. Do you think I'll do bloopers this year? Hello, this is a test, and it's a test of the emergency broadcast system. Boop! Stringed a piece of yarn. I thought, bleh. I had, bleh, bleh. So, bleh, bleh, bleh. Here on, bleh.
No, that's not the name of the channel. It's Noting Grace.
Oh, sorry.
My words could be something.
Help you create the ornaments for tree.
Christmas. Listen, I'm like, ooh, ooh, a
DIY, yeah. Okay, I think that's a wrap.